Thank you so much for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. I'm John Small. Today, there was an article on PoliticalStorm.com that I thought was quite interesting. It's from John Feary. He's one of our contributing writers. The headline is, Hillary will probably win, ... and yet. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this article. I'll read just a little bit of it, and then we're going to chat here. Hillary Clinton makes two major arguments for her campaign. He says, she's a woman, and she is not Donald Trump. In all likelihood, that should be enough to carry her to the White House, and yet the deck is stacked against Mr. Trump. The media hates him, probably more than it hated Richard Nixon. The establishment on both sides of the political divide are doing everything they can to beat him. Wall Street, improbably, given their own vested interests, will be pouring resources into the Clinton campaign. Republican campaign operatives like Stuart Stevens have made a career in tweeting against him. Red State, the formerly conservative blog, attacks him with ferocity formerly reserved for rhinos, and the article goes on. I agree with a lot of what he's saying, but here's one thing I disagree with. The headline, Hillary will probably win. You know, John, you and I are going to disagree on that one. I don't think she will. I would suggest a different headline. The media wants Hillary to win. And you're absolutely right. They're doing everything they can to try to make Donald Trump look like an idiot. I mean, let's just take a look at one of the incidents in the last week. Donald Trump was doing a press conference, and he said something to the effect of, hopefully the Russians will find all these missing emails. He was kidding. You could tell when he said it, he was kidding. And there are people who were saying that was treason. I don't want to beat a dead horse, and for those of you watching the news, there are many other people who made this point. The point is, Hillary's claiming all of those emails were really just about her daughter's wedding, and they were about all kinds of things that had nothing to do with national security. So if that's really what was in the 30,000 missing emails, how is it treason to say we want the Russians to find them to prove her right? See? Now, he didn't say that, but I'll throw that part in there. Now, I'm not trying to just defend Donald Trump and say whatever he says is fine, but what I do want to say is I think it's pretty unfair the way the media is treating him. Now, you got to understand, the media made this man. A year ago, they thought it was hilarious that he was even running. So he was in every single monologue of The Tonight Show a year ago. Now, I haven't watched it lately. I don't stay up that late anymore, and I haven't set my DVR to record it, and I really don't miss it. But back then, I would watch the monologue every single night, and every single night, there was at least one, if not two or three stories about Donald Trump. This is when they thought this man had no chance of winning. And all of a sudden, he started winning. Thanks in part to the media that was shining the spotlight on him. Now, this very same media is saying, okay, well, now what did we do? We need to shine the spotlight on Hillary and somehow try to make her seem likable. Even her own campaign understands how funny it is that she seems to be a little bit cold towards people. They're seriously selling beer koozies. The Clinton presidential campaign selling chiller packs dubbed the Chillery. I'm not even kidding. Now, that's the kind of thing that you would think would be a joke, but that's for real. Either way, I hope you'll take a moment to read John's post, Hillary will probably win, and yet. And then I also want to make sure that you go back and read Nick Nanakos' post, and his post was, Donald Trump has already won. These stories and many other stories can be found at PoliticalStorm.com. It's free to go to the website and read the stories, and it's free to sign up to be a contributor as well. And take a listen to this. If you go on and write an awesome article, if it's one that we think is a really cool article, I'm going to reach out to you, and we're going to give you a little spotlight during the podcast, like we did with Nick Nanakos, and give you a chance to kind of voice your opinions in an audio form as well. So do me a favor. Open an account this week at PoliticalStorm.com. Sign up to do it. It's absolutely free. Once you get there, sign up for an account and then write an awesome article. And if we think yours is the best, then I'm going to be reaching out. We're going to try to do this once a week. Reach out and talk to our favorite blog of the week. And this is from anybody. It could be somebody that is a writer for a living, or it could be from somebody that's maybe an auto mechanic for a living, but they've got a great point of view on this and they got a story they want to share. Go online. Open a free account at PoliticalStorm.com and start blogging away. And we'll see if we can have you on our podcast in the very near future. Thank you so much for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. I'm John Small.